It's turbo time!
Howdy!
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Dummy Chat with Charlie McCarthy and
Howdy Doody! We're here, we're enjoying Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, and I just want to give you all a piece of advice. You're going to need lots of this at Christmas, okay? Yeah. I'll go ahead and give you your early Christmas present. Howdy Doody, a whole thing of Tums, a whole mess of Tums.
I know this will come in handy.
Great.
So anyway,
Wow.
We're celebrating Christmas. I mean, we're all Christmased out. I mean, look at this setup we got back here. We'll be sure to do some sort of cutaway to that. I mean, seriously, you ever seen anybody with Buddy the Alpha attached to their bandana before?
Okay. You're pandering, okay? Okay, so we are with our friends, Ian Wuchina, Ivan Wuchina, of the Wuchina Twins Films banner. Well, I say we reach on in to our Justin Bieber backpack.
Our trusty Justin Bieber backpack. We're reviewing underrated and underappreciated Christmas movies today. Yoo-hoo! Yes.
You know, Howdy, you kind of stepped over my line.
Well, you gotta let people know what they're in for, don't you?
Okay, fine. Let's start reviewing.
Yeah, you go first, okay.
This guy. Alright, everyone. This is Home Alone, Taking Back the House, better known as Home Alone 4, directed by Rod Daniel. The Wuchina twins here said that he was actually their first film teacher.
Yes, Rod Daniel used to teach film in Middle Tennessee, actually, and he taught the Wuchina brothers, including the older brother Zeph, all about making movies, and they talked a lot about his movies. Teen Wolf, K-9, Beethoven Second, Like Father, Like Son, The Super with Joe Pesci. But his last movie was Home Alone 4. When it went to DVD, they named it Home Alone 4 Taking Back the House. But it's actually called Home Alone 4. Yeah. And it is a very underrated and underappreciated Christmas movie. Of course, they recast everybody. Jason Bays from the FBI shows and all that jazz.
Michael Weinberg took over as Macaulay Culkin. He was in the film Life as a House. He was in Stolen Summer, the Project Greenlight movie.
Rod Daniel said he was a phenomenal actor. And then French Stewart from Third Rock from the Sun fame takes over the role of Marv from Home Alone 1 and 2. So if you haven't seen it and you're a fan of the Home Alone series, definitely check it out because, you know, it's a good part of the series. It was made for TV. It aired on ABC, I believe.
Early November in 2002.
2002, yes.
Yeah, it gets a lot of flack because it's Home Alone 4, but it's worth checking out. And like I said, the man who directed Teen Wolf, it's his last film, so go for it. Pick one now.
Let me grab it. This little spectacular gem. The Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. It was not, you know, it was its own movie, actually. It is 48 minutes long, so with commercials, it's a full-length movie, and it has the most celebrity cameos you will ever see in any 80s piece of media ever, pretty much. The DVD comes with 2 commentaries. It is very special and very fun. I think you all will have a good time watching it. The Pee-wee Herman fans, or anybody else for that matter.
Also, if you're a Charo fan like me, I think she's hot. Well, you need to watch the movie.
Charo. Well, there's a funny character, but everybody loves her. There's Whoopi Goldberg, what is that, Little Richard? Magic Johnson? Wow, that's just getting started. Pure 80s Christmas magic. Check it out.
I love this film.
You go next, Charlie.
Next up, we got 3 Days, starring Krista Davis and Reed Diamond. This is,
one of the best Christmas movies ever. Also a made-for-TV film for ABC Family in the year 2001, starring Kristen Davis, our boy Ian Wuchina's boyhood crush.
Yeah, and in 2015, Ian Wuchina actually got to meet Kristen Davis. He volunteered to help out at a screening she did of a movie about elephants that, that she actually produced in Memphis.
Wow.
Ian Wuchina went there and got to meet his hero.
Our boy Ian saw this movie, it just took him away. He's loved it ever since. We watch it, as a family, every year on Christmas Eve. While we're wrapping gifts, or right before we go to bed, pretty much. It is a Wuchina family and Tucker family tradition, and we're glad that they let us be in on it.
It's one of those things where it's this warm you know, just dreamy.
It's supernatural
Christmas
too. It involves time travel.
I don't
it's
even know.
Incredible.
I don't even know how to describe it really. It
has legions of fans. Apparently they took it off Disney Plus, which was the only place you could see it without the extended version.
Yes, there actually was an extended version of the film.
When it originally aired, it had extra scenes that all the TV airings and DVD rips and, you know, Vimeo, YouTube rips out there don't have. But Disney Plus had the extended version. And then they took it off. So screw them, Disney Plus. Bring this back to Disney Plus, or give it a legit DVD and Blu-ray release.
Exactly.
Go to the YouTube comments about this movie. Everybody loves it.
This was ordered off of ioffer.com, a now defunct website for trading and you know, selling movies and you know, media that was never actually released.
Here's another DVD copy our family had to get, just because it's such a hard movie to find.
Got that off ioffer too. This one also has a nice little case that someone just, I don't know, Photoshop, put it all together. It's
some transfers are better than others.
It shows you the legacy the movie has, even 22 years later.
Yep. Now, what do we have next? Woo! This movie is called Better Watch Out. It came out in 2016. The boy from Pan, you'll notice in it, and the girl who played Priscilla Presley and Elvis is in it. She was also in The Visit, and the other kid from The Visit is in it as well. It is an American movie, but it was made in Australia and funded by Australian companies, and it's very, very good. You know, it starts off as something and becomes something completely different that you weren't expecting. So don't read the reviews, don't watch the trailers or anything. Just go into it cold and be blown away. It's pretty gruesome. It's got everything in it, and it's just a what the fuck movie. I can't believe it exists. It is truly awesome. The boy's mother even loved it. They're still talking about it. It's a very underrated Christmas movie for sure. Please check it out. Better Watch Out, 2016. Whoop!
That one was lit, guys.
Definitely underrated. More people need to see it, especially people who love Christmas horror, which is a genre that needs to have more movies in it. Alright, what's up next, Charlie? Charlie!
Black Christmas.
Didn't Ian and Ivan see this in the theater on their first job?
Well, yeah, actually they did, because it was one of the first nights they worked there, right after Christmas of 2007, if you can believe.
It was Christmas of 06, but we didn't see it till like right after New Year's.
Right after New Year's when they started working there.
It's a remake of the 70s Bob Clark film. He produced it. Glenn Morgan, who did Willard and produced the Final Destination movies, directed it. It's a masterpiece. And so good. It's visually a masterpiece. There's so much Christmas in it. It's just perfect. It has all these amazing female actresses in it. Oliver Hudson even shows up. Just check it out if you love, you know, this genre of horror. It's so gruesome and so bloody. It came out during the torture porn era, so it has some of that violence in it. But it's good and funny and just so fucking good. They did another remake in 2019 that sucked complete ass compared to this. This is the sequel, the remake that you need to watch.
I could have said it better myself, Howdy Doody. I'm a big fan, always have been a big fan. We watch it every Christmas, at least we try to. It's just a really fucked up movie. You gotta watch it, like, it goes off the rails.
It's got this weird dark humor, oh, it's full of
Glenn Morgan, I don't know where you are, but you need to come back and start directing more movies. Films, please.
Direct our screenplays. We have well, direct the Wuchina Twins screenplays. They have so many that would be perfect for you. Alright. We love this movie, and thank you.
Alright. Now this one's a tender movie for me.
Oh, yes, yes. Lots of memories.
Ian saw this at the Memphis International Independent Film Festival, wasn't it? Sorry.
I believe it was 2015. Yeah, they did an early screening at the Indie Memphis Film Festival in 2015. And the Wuchina brothers, you know, they had some films in there, so we were really lucky to get to see it earlier. They were. And then I think they went and saw it again, like, you know, right after, you know, during the Christmas holiday.
Yeah,
at the Bellevue Theater that they used to work at.
They went and saw it. Yeah, they did.
Anyway, Rooney Mara and Kate Blanchett. It's a love story between the two, an older woman, younger woman, May-September romance type movie, based on a famous book. And it's just full of Christmas, you know, take place in the 1950s. Impeccable period detail, I must say. I lived through the 50s.
Yeah, Ian here actually hung out with a production designer. She was there to do a
She was at the festival, right?
Yeah. She's Academy Award nominee, worked on Frida. She was really nice. Ian got to talk to her about how much the movie really took him away and how a big part of that was that production design. She was very honored to be able to transfix the audience like that, and she was just such a nice lady.
Such a heartfelt movie.
Wonderful movie.
Wonderful movie. Watch it.
Alright. There we go.
A Christmas Story 2. You know, a lot of people don't know about this movie. They don't know. But one of our family's favorite actors is Daniel Stern. He gets to play the old man. And our family friend, C. Ernst Harth, has a phenomenal role in it as the the heating guys. So yeah, if you're a fan of Christmas movies or the Christmas Story series and haven't seen this and some of the other sequels yet, check it out. It was released in 2012, directed by Brian Levant, who did the best movie ever made, Problem Child 2, Flintstones, so many amazing films. Another Christmas classic we have behind us, Jingle All the Way. So definitely check it out.
All right.
Oh,
Rich's Christmas
the
wish.
Citizen Kane of straight-to-video 90s Christmas movies. Yeah!
Martin Mull, Eugene Levy,
Leslie Ann Warren,
David Gallagher.
You know, he takes over Macaulay Culkin's role.
Man.
It's a Culkinless sequel. It's in that aura, but it's very good. Our family goes to Pizza Junction every year and then watches this movie afterwards because they did that in the year 2001.
So every year they go to Pizza Junction. Afterwards they watch Rich's Christmas Wish. It's a gem of a film. Really funny, off the walls.
Yes.
Very cartoony. Goes a little farther than the Macaulay Culkin one in terms of sticking to the source material.
It looks more like the cartoon too in terms of the costume design and the atmosphere and the comic strips.
Production design too.
Yes, so definitely check it out. Full of Christmas wonder and Christmas magic.
Watch it.
I think I know which one I'm going to pick next.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! What I Did for Love.
Jeremy London. Ian and I have hung out with Jeremy London in 2015 at the Indie Memphis Film Festival.
Another awesome memory they have from that festival.
Oh,
Jeremy
yes.
London was there.
Yes, he was a hero of theirs. Their older sister Bryn was obsessed with him growing up. Had pictures of him on her wall. It's just it was surreal. They got his autograph, hung out with him. I mean, they hung out around town, downtown afterwards.
They talked about being twins and relating to...
Chatted about life. Talked about being twins. He's a twin himself. They're twins. So there was a good connection there. He was just a really nice guy, very supportive, one of the nicest Hollywood people they've ever met.
It's a TV movie, I believe, from 2006. I think it was one of the Hallmark Hall of Fame movies, or it was a Hallmark movie, and it's about a man who goes home to his wife's, cowboyish, hometown, and all the stuff that comes along with that, and he's a total badass in the movie.
Rising LA lawyer James White, Jeremy London, Gods and Generals, is going home for the holidays with his fiancée Sadie Ryder to finally meet her family in rural Pine Gap.
The best part of that movie is when he beats up her ex-boyfriend.
I love that part. It was great. He wrestles him.
They think he's like some LA wuss, and then he just takes the guy down like a wrestler.
Oh, it's great.
Jeremy London is a badass. He's a nice guy. He's a great father. Definitely watch all his movies, and his twin brother Jason London's movies, because
they're iconic.
Being buddies with the Wichita twins, you gotta like movies that star famous twins.
In a world where everyone's obsessed with TikTok and branding and just the bull stuff, it's nice to meet guys like Jeremy London because they're the real ones. They're the real ones.
Yes.
They really are.
Yes. Now, what have we here?
Well,
one of our favorite Hallmark... Hello, let me talk. One of our favorite Hallmark movies of all time! Starring one of the greatest actors, Sean Ferris, but never back down in the short-lived TV series Life as We Know It, which was
Eloise
incredible.
Mumford, who had a pretty scene-stealing role in 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
I don't know if I can say this. This is a family show. Wait, fuck. It is a family show, right?
It was. Anyway, this came out in 2012, and we love it. It's set in a seaside Pacific Northwest town. They have to take over custody of their... It's about three brothers, and me and him are like brothers, so it's very fun. Take over custody of their niece, and...
Wouldn't call you a brother, but yeah, we're all right.
Well, okay. We'll have a talk later. And yes, it's very picturesque, very Christmassy, and just very lovely. Check it out. One of the better Hallmark movies they've ever made.
It's a tender film. It's, Sean Ferris.
Sean Ferris needs to be a bigger actor, Hollywood.
He should be Tom Cruise. He looks like him.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. Whoop!
All right. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. It's basically a movie that plays off of that famous song, you know what I'm talking about, the song that everyone knows.
We all know it. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
By a reindeer.
Walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Randy Quaid, but as for me, as Grandpa, we believe.
Well, in the year 2000, got him to do a television film that basically plays on the song, stretches it out. It's a great film. It's a cartoon. It was done by a kind of a popular animation group at the time. It's just a great movie, fun. They play it every year on the CW around Christmas.
Every year, the Friday after Thanksgiving, they still play it on the CW.
Every year. I think that must have been. I think that's where.
That's how we discovered it. Yeah.
I think it first premiered there. Anyway, it's a good DVD too. It's got a couple things. Just a guessing game, a songwriter
It's a Christmas cartoon. It's kind of goofy and weird too. I mean, the grandma gets run over by a reindeer, so yeah,
It's just,
definitely check that one out too.
If you were close to your grandparents, it's a great movie to watch too, for that matter, because it's like I said, it's also got some heart in there. Great film. Despite the grandma getting ran over by a reindeer.
Here's one that we really like, starring Thora Birch and Ethan Randall, who went on to be Ethan Embry.
Ethan Embry.
And Leslie Nielsen as Santa Claus. It was made in 1991. It went to theaters, made by Paramount. It's a very fun Christmas film. It's it's two kids setting up their divorced parents to get them back together for Christmas. It is very fun, great atmosphere, funny. I think it's the only G-rated movie with nudity in it, because there's like a scene where they go to
an art gallery.
A museum, yeah.
Museum.
And there's like a full frontal shot, which was weird for a G-rated movie. But
Ethan Randall,
the kids are great. You know, they were great actors of their time and still are today. So definitely check it out for the nostalgia and just for a good, happy Christmas movie. I still believe it gets regular airplay, but it's not one that people talk about much. So it's definitely an underrated Christmas movie.
Okay, now that he's finally letting me talk.
I'm doing my job here.
Now that he's finally letting me talk, Ethan Randall, like literally, Ethan Embry now, one of our favorite actors. He played Rusty Griswold in Vegas Vacation. Kevin Nealon also has a small role in it. Well, not a small role, but
Tony Jane Kozak.
A juicy role in it. Kevin Nealon, you know, he's great. It's a good one. It's a good one. All right, what's next?
Oh, here's one that a lot of people need to see. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation 2.
Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure.
This is
Jake
a what
Thomas.
the fuck movie for sure. Jake Thomas, a Tennessee boy, is in the movie.
Jake
He plays
Thomas.
Clark W. Griswold III, Eddie and his wife's new son.
They respect Clark Griswold so much that they named their son Third. Clark W. Griswold III. And
he gets bit on the ass by a monkey at his crash test dummy or scientific experiment, test subject job. And so they send him away to an island adventure, and the plane crashes, so he doesn't sue them. So the plane crashes, and they go on this island adventure. It's a good Christmas movie. Dana Barron, the first Audrey Griswold, reprises her role. Miriam Flynn of The Always Lovely is in it, coming back as Cousin Eddie's wife.
Just amazeballs film.
Made in 2003 for NBC, I believe it aired.
Very crude film, basically R-rated because it was TV-14.
They got away with some stuff.
It had a TV-14 banner. It was hilarious. They wanted to make it a little raunchy just to match up to, the first couple of those films.
It's pretty ridiculous, but I'm glad it exists in the National Lampoon's Vacation franchise lore.
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's actually not an easy DVD to find. It's just one of those movies that when it came out, you just have, your question marks all over it. Then you finally see
How did it even get made?
Exactly. But we're glad it did. And
Ed Asner, one of the funniest men to ever live, is in it. Who's Christmas movie royalty because of Elf and
Miriam Flynn.
Many other things.
Miriam Flynn comes back as Cousin Eddie's loving wife.
I think I said that already, but yes.
Well, I'm a bigger fan of hers than yours, so you can just shut up. Anyway, so, Christmas Vacation 2, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure.
Definitely check that one out. National Lampoon's Holiday Reunion. It's actually a Thanksgiving movie. It was National Lampoon's Let me talk, please.
Go ahead, talk.
It's a 2003 TV movie. It was actually originally released as National Lampoon's Thanksgiving Reunion, but when it came to DVD and video, they made it Holiday Reunion so people could watch it at Christmas more too.
Yeah, it was an interesting marketing gimmick. Even the opening credits changed the title card to Holiday Reunion, but when you watch the film on the Stars Network or Encore, which they play it on sometimes, it still says Thanksgiving Reunion. What the hell?
People thought it was a vacation movie. What is it? Judge Reinhold plays an entirely new character. Bryan Cranston's his hippie redneck cousin, who invites him over for Thanksgiving, and hilarity ensues.
It's ridiculous because it's kind of a no-holds-barred comedy.
It was made for the TBS Superstation, so they got away with a lot.
Another one of those films that came out around the same time as, actually the same year as Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure, and it's going for the raunchiness of National Lampoon's because they can get away with it under TV-14 banner, so they get away with a lot.
There's some nudity, there's, a lot of sex jokes, a lot of funny shit, but very, very underrated.
And then, you get to see Hallie Todd dress up as Pam Anderson.
Hallie Todd and, Penelope Ann Miller, two of our favorite actresses in history.
Hallie Todd
played great roles in it.
You know what?
So funny.
Hallie Todd was in this film, and then Jake Thomas was in Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure in the same season. That's kind of a coincidence.
Wow. Oh.
A coinky-dink, don't you think?
Let's move on. We can't keep you guys all night.
Oh, come on. It's Christmas. It's time to celebrate. Review things you love.
I'll let you take the reins on this one, Charlie.
Yet another Kristen Davis Christmas classic. Hey, that kind of was an alliteration there. Okay.
Kristen Davis, yay!
Eric McCormick and Shirley MacLaine, A Heavenly Christmas. Whenever this movie premiered on the Hallmark Hall of Fame in 2016, Ian here actually tweeted Kristen Davis about it, and she tweeted him back and said she loved the photo that they got taken together because he had it on his Twitter at the time. So they do keep up on Twitter every now and again. It's
He's
great.
met Kristen Davis, our friend Ian.
I've met her, and
well, your friend Ian.
I feel like I met her because he's such a good friend of mine. But the truth is, Ian met her, and he got to meet his dream girl, his favorite actress. So very few people get to do that.
Watch our documentary, Gardeners of Eden.
Yes, exactly. Yes, very, very good.
And Eric McCormick, Shirley MacLaine, great cast.
Oh, it's great.
It was another Hall of Fame movie, which is like their Pièce de Résistance Hallmark movie. They release one of every year, even though they release like 30 more.
It's got, actually, as bonus features, a bowl full of jolly, on-location interviews with the cast. It's a
very pleasant, very fun movie.
Very fun movie. Interesting story, nice little spin on the whole, well, you know what? Why don't you just see that for yourself? Merry Christmas.
And I think there's one more in our trusty Justin Bieber backpack. You want to check it out?
Shut up.
Ow!
Let me talk.
I'm telling on you.
Hold it.
I nutted him. I hit him in the nuts. And this is a very underrated, too unknown Christmas movie, but it's Bam Margera. Where the fuck is Santa? It's made by the Viva La Bam crew. It's just basically like another episode of the show, but it's them going all over the country and then to Finland to find the real Santa. It's shot just like the format of Viva La Bam, like a reality show.
It's every bit
his
as
brother Jess Margera, who's a very nice guy, is in there. Brendan Novak. Oh, I'm not going to tell you what happens to him, but they do some unquestionable things to him with a
dead reindeer penis.
With a dead reindeer penis.
So it's every bit
a lot of stunts, a lot of sledding, a lot of fun Christmas stuff.
It's every bit as wacky.
I'm trying to tell them what they're in for.
Shut. Ooh, I'm gonna poison you. I'm gonna put poison in your Christmas cookies. It's every bit as wacky as you think. I mean, the hijinks are off the rails. It's obviously basically X-rated. Don't even think it is rated. So check that shit out.
It's rated R, actually.
Rated R, wow.
It's got over 20 minutes of outtakes and additional scenes in a photo gallery.
Who sold
of Santa's sexy helpers. Bam Margera actually co-directed it. We love you, Bam. We hope everything's going great to see you skateboarding again. Hell yes.
I just can't believe that film got an R rating.
This is a movie we're going to watch every year. Ivan and Ian said they found it at a gas station in Franklin, Tennessee.
7-Eleven.
Jess Margera said he got his at a Flying J in Oklahoma. Not the easiest movie to find either. Definitely find it and watch it, especially for fans of Viva La Bam or Jackass. We love it.
Hell yeah, we do. All right.
We thank you for coming to our Christmas extravaganza. We'll try to have another chat soon about some other fun stuff.
Our Bieber bag is, well, it's empty now, so that means the Christmas season is upon us.
Merry Christmas, everybody, from Howdy Doody
and Charlie McCarthy.
Thank you for coming by.
We love you.
And a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. You know I just rag on you just because I'm your friend, right?
We're brothers. We're brothers. We love each other.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, baby.
Merry Christmas.